Hey everybody, my name is Robert Steele and I'm your peer academic coach for the Intro to PC Operating Systems course, and today I'm going to walk you through setting up our Linux virtual machine instance on Amazon Web Services. Alright, so we're going to start by having our Windows in split screen view. If you didn't know, you can grab your web browser windows from the top up here and you can drag them over to the left and right side of the screen so that we can look at both of them at the same time. So we're going to begin by starting the lab, which I've already done, and then we click on the green button here, which brings us to our AWS console home. From here, we're going to click on the EC2 button as directed, and then my screen's smaller, so I have to scroll down farther, but we've got launch instance right here. We're going to click that, and then I'm going to go ahead and name this Robert Linux. Scroll, we got Amazon Linux. Which type do we need? We choose the kernel 5.1 SSD volume type as directed. We've got that there. Now we continue scrolling. We check the instance type. We've got T2 micro. That's the type it's supposed to be. So we continue. And then we're going to create our key pair. So I'm going to name this Robert Demo 2. And we're going to create the key pair. So this opens up this window. I guess we might have to rename it again. Demo 2. Okay. We want the PEM file, and we're going to create the key pair. You can see that shows up here in our downloads. So now we're going to continue. Network settings, looks like we leave everything as it is, except we change the storage to 30 gigabytes. There, create security group, and SSH traffic, so we're all good there. Alright, then let's just scroll the rest of the way down to the bottom, and we're going to hit the orange button. Alright, and now that we've created our instance, we get our confirmation notification up here, and then the next step in here is to connect to the instance. So I'm going to scroll down and find a button that looks like the button that's displayed, and we're going to click that. SSH client. And I think that this screen right here is if you didn't click on that button and you just went to your instances, you would find it over here, and then you can figure out which one it is by scrolling all the way to the right, and it is the Linux Unix machine. So we're going to go over here, we're going to click on that, and we're going to connect, which brings us to the same page. So, you can either click one or the other buttons. And now we're located at the SSH client portion of the Connect to Instance page, and we're going to follow the instructions. We're going to go over here, and we're going to copy our SSH code for our machine. And now we need to open up a command prompt. So we go to our search, we're going to search for CMD. Just going to open up our command prompt window. So I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller, easier to work with, and then let's follow the instructions. Open the command, change the directory to where you have your PEM file located. Alright, so now that we have gotten our command copied, we are going to navigate to the directory where the PEM file is located. I happen to know that mine is in my downloads directory because that's where it got downloaded to. So we're going to type dir and see our directory options. If you know where yours is, I would pick it now, but I'm going to do cd downloads. Now we're here, and we're going to paste the command that we got from the AWS page and press enter. Now this is telling us that we haven't connected this before, and are we sure we want to? And for this exercise, we're going to say yes. And we are logged in to our Linux instance. This next step, it talks about an alternative method of connecting to your Linux machine using a different command set. And if we weren't able to do it this way, we would do it that way. And we went in and we got it, and we're here. Now that we're logged in, the first thing that we want to do is we want to use the command sudo yum update to update the installer. And it's going to ask us about dependencies, and we want to install everything we need for yum to operate properly. And it looks like we're 29 out of 29. And we got that done. So now we are going to run sudo yum install tree. This is okay. Yes. And we've completed that step. And now we're going to get out of our Linux session and type exit. And that brings us back to our command line Windows command prompt. And so at this point, when we're ready to shut it down, we need to go to our AWS page for instances. Click on our Linux instance, and we want to stop the instance. And our instance is stopped. And that brings us to the end of the tutorial for setting up a Linux instance. Thank you very much.